Good morning, we're welcome to block 11 and we are doing a chain link. Again, this is on the Generations Quilt site. It comes in, I'm not doing that one yet, it comes in a 7, a 10 and a half and a 14. Well, we're only doing the 7 because obviously it finishes at 7 and a half and the 10 and a half finishes at 11 and that's no good for us. So we're just doing the one of these today. This has got a little Y seam, so if you've done all the easy ones so far, when we get to this, and it is very easy, just a matter of sewing them in order. And I think that's really effective. So I've got a lighter and a darker and a background, so there's only 3 colours on this one. So anyway, that's the chain link. So here they are, all the pieces roughly laid out according to this. Obviously that's dark, that's light, and all the others at the back of your background. It's very easy to cut out. Again, just write as much as you want on everything I've done. I usually write in pencil everything that I need to do, and also this side and what I'm going to do here, and just makes your life easier. The more information you give yourself, the easier your life is. So that's roughly how it's laid out. And now, if you follow me the way I put it together, you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. So let's go. Basically the first thing we need to do is put these together first. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, and these are in each corner just a different way. But we'd need to do all 4 of these first. So you put the first 2 together, which is these 2 here at the beginning. It's a large one and the one next to it. 1/4 inch seam. And I'm pressing everything as it should go to the dark side, not to the background. And it seems to have worked out on that other one. Then we put these 2 together. The 2 1.5 inch ones, background and the first colour. Again, do everything to the darker side. They go like that. Put those 2 together. Now, because you've got a middle seam there, put that way. So that's how the back should look on that one. And then this goes underneath. And there's no seams to match. Then that's what you should have for your first one. So just look down at where your thing, and it actually wants to go down because of all those seams. You'll want to go to the dark side in this case. So if you put that back on the board in the order that it should be, and you pick your next ones up and you do exactly the same. In fact, I'm going to get the pattern out just to check that I have got them in order. So I've laid them all out, so I've got my pattern out and I've laid them out as they say there, because all you're doing is that corner there. And you need to do the 2 little ones first. dark side, put it back into place, and you need to do them two next. Obviously then to the dark side with that one, and then if you put it back in place again, you'll see that you need that one to go on top. And this one this time wants to go that way towards the background, and then if you look at your picture, you know that's all you've got left, so obviously that goes on that one. So do it, if you can, sew it with the seams up, then you can make sure the seams are going to go in the correct direction. So that's two you've done, sewn together slightly differently, and obviously then it goes towards that way, your seam on that one, and put it back on the board again the way it comes off. Then lay out how it should be according to your sheet, and then obviously you can see where you pick those up. You can do these two first on this time. To the dark side, then do your two little ones, and this time we're doing the one in this corner. And again do it to the darker side, not your background. Then put them back again. Put them back again as the pattern says, and then put that one over. That's what I like about this one, there's no seams to match. And then obviously we need to go towards that one, the dark. So if you lie this back again, the last one you've got is there. So make sure it's all right size together. If you've got your seams at the bottom, make sure that they're going in the right way when they go under the machine. Put this to the dark side, and that's your third one. So we've done that one first, that one second, that one third, now we're on this one. So lay it out in the same direction as you can see in the pattern again. But sometimes you have to be sewn slightly differently. That's how they are. So if we get these two together, towards the background again, put them back, and then you know which one you've got to do next. Then to the dark side again, put them back in order, and then turn them over to the next one. So if you turn it back, and you know you've only got one left, because there's two seams I want to watch my seams, so I'll put this one underneath. And that's the last of your, because of all those seams, do it to that colour, and then put it back on your board, and then if I turn you around, that's what you should have. So basically now all your four corners, all your four sides. No, hang on a minute, that's the way. Got myself confused then. That one goes that way. That one goes that way. So therefore this one goes there. Now this is where you do your Y seam. And you start with this one first. And you sew that way, right sides together in that corner. So basically I've turned it round now, and just sew it half an inch. Leave the rest, just sew half an inch and don't bother with that bit. So that's the way it's come off. It wants pressing. That's the way it's come off the board. That's the next bit, look. Make sure it's the right way round, and it's got to go that way. Just sew it half an inch. You'll finish sewing the other one, the rest of it, on the fourth turn. Then I'm just going to go back one just to make sure that edge is secure. So there you go then, so you've only got a partial seam. So your next, so you want to turn that down and press it with your finger press like that, because your next one is going to be that one there. It all makes sense in the end. Again, make sure that if you can't see what you're doing, make sure your seams are facing the right way. So now you've got the top two together, looking like that. And then you need, so that seam obviously wants to go that way. So just finger press it There you go. Then the next one goes this way, so you'll be sewing all of that there. So I'm going to turn it around to keep an eye on the seams. Now you've got 3 sides, and again this time do it to the green, the dark side, or not your background, and then obviously this goes on next, so you do the full length of that one. So I would say I'll find it easy to do this way. Anchor it. Make sure your seams are going the right way underneath. So just pull this side over out the way there gently. Put your ends together. So when you finish sewing that all the way, these 3 on together, that's what you'll end up with. So then if you just fold it and start from where you left off in the centre, and you might want to pin. So I'm just going to put some pins in that. I've now pinned mine to keep it square while it's going through the machine. Put your needle down. There you go, it's all sewn in. It needs to press. Chain stitch. And there you go, that's Tim's colours and my colours. And that's called a Chain Link Generations Quilt Block 11. And another one bites the dust.